Welcome back to Bet It, Bank It, Blow It. I am Jamie G. Esquire the Fifth, and I'm trying to chase my losses in the courtroom with some wins to close out Week 5. To pull that off, I've enlisted my guy, Magnum Mills, and we're going to crush Sunday and Monday Night Football this week. Mills, are you ready to crush these games like Shorzy crushing a 30-pack of Molson, eh?
Hey, I think I am. I'm definitely ready to make money on the games, but honestly, I definitely prefer the Labatt to the Molson, but that's just me. Hopefully, you prefer Bet It, Bank It, Blow It to the other options that are out there. Thanks for checking out our show. Bet It, Bank, Blow It is presented by Seeds of Gap Fantasy Football. You can find us wherever you get your pods and on YouTube. Find us on social media at Seeds of Gap and on the World Wide Web at seedsofgapff.com. Very simple and easy to remember, just like the flaps. Follow, like, and please subscribe. If you make a couple bucks, have a little fun, please click the little thumb.
All information is accurate as of Friday, October 4th. And to keep things easy, we're getting our odds and wagers from the DraftKings Sportsbook. But as always, make sure you shop around and get the best possible odds for your wagers from whatever sportsbooks are legal in your state. Mills, what are we working with for Week 5 of the night slate?
I like Night Slate. It's like a night court spinoff that's, has to do with like all the prisoners in the jail in the night court or something like that. And I'm also still there for back in the day when the Eagles had a jail in the vet in their stadium. Also would have been a cool place for a reality show, but that's not what we're here for. We're here to do the night games. We have one Sunday night football game, one Monday night football game, no more doubleheader on Monday night. So we're going to be making wagers across both games, and we're going to do one tripod for each game, one three-leg single game parlay. The games are the Dallas Cowboys against the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh on Sunday Night Football. Right now, the Pittsburgh Steelers are 2.5-point home favorites, and the game total is 44 points. On Monday night, we have the New Orleans Saints traveling to Kansas City to face the Chiefs. Right now, the Chiefs are 5.5-point home favorites, and the game total is 43 points.
Well, before we start handing out our picks here, let's discuss overall thoughts on the night slate. We've gotten used to kind of the multi games, so it's a little interesting here to just have go back to the island games with the two. And you've got two games that are pretty interesting. I mean, Dallas has been terrible on defense. Pittsburgh's been good on defense. And then you're looking at Kansas City that's literally been dodging a bullet every week, super banged up, and New Orleans team that's been pretty hot. And you like the odds there. So there's some interesting angles here to take. I'm excited for these two games, Mills.
Okay. I think these games are kind of both hot messes a little bit. I think the Dallas one is very, very interesting. All of a sudden, the Cowboys are extremely banged up on defense. No Lawrence, no Micah Parsons, no Brandon Cooks on the other side of the ball. The Steelers are a little banged up on the offensive line. They're going to be without both their backup running backs. I mean, you would think this game would set up for Pittsburgh perfectly. What do they want to do? Play defense, run the ball. Unfortunately, they're down to just basically Najee Harris at running back. And I don't know if they're going to be able to exploit this terrible Dallas run defense. So I'm curious as to how all these targets are going to shake out, especially for the Cowboys. They're going to have a little bit more Jalen Tolbert out there, a little more Keontae Turpin. Those dudes aren't world beaters, but they do have a little bit more juice than Brandon Cooks does at this stage of the career. So at least they're going to bring a little bit of speed to that offense. Yeah, I don't know what the hell the Dallas can do with their backfield. So I'm pretty much just avoiding that. Maybe the Steelers just turn Justin Fields loose a little bit, for lack of a better option. It seems like they have opened it up a little bit for him the past couple of weeks. So I am just interested to see how this one plays out. And if you look at the Saints Kansas City game, I really don't know that the Saints should be 5-point underdogs here. The Chiefs have barely won all the games they're in. They've lost the two focal points of their offense. Their left tackles are struggling. Their defense has been good, but not good enough to carry games on the entirety for them. Definitely curious to see how it goes. Mahomes has been turning the ball over a little bit more than he normally does. We've seen the Saints rip off a couple of big games here. Wouldn't shock me at all to see another big one from Alvin Kamara, another long touchdown from Rashid Shaheed, that kind of things. I think it's just happening. And Kansas City would be a very good offense right now if they could turn back the clock 5 years. All right, we got Travis Kelce and Kareem Hunt. That was awesome in like 2018, 2019. I don't know that's going to play in 2024. I think you can get away with it for a week, maybe 2 weeks, but not for infinity here. So we'll see how that goes. Jamie G, the Chiefs need help. We haven't really talked about Devontae Adams. I think this is a good spot for it. DraftKings just put up some odds on his next landing spot. Tell me, Jamie G, well, if you had to put money down on Devontae Adams landing somewhere before the trade deadline, even if it's staying in Vegas, where do you think he's going?
Honestly, I think he's going to be in Vegas until the end of the year. I mean, if it's not Vegas, I'm going to say the Saints at plus 300. I just don't know if the Jets lose this weekend, they'll be 1-3. I just don't know that that's a spot he wants to go. The Chiefs, I don't think they can afford him, and I don't know that Rashee Rice is as bad as everyone thought it was gonna be. I think the Saints make a lot of sense just to kind of pair him with some of the weapons down there with Olave and Rashee Shari there and Shaheed. And I just think that that's he likes Derek Carr. They're gonna go all in. They got a legitimate chance. So, but I'm gonna say he ain't going nowhere. He's stuck with the Raiders for at least this season.
Okay, see, I think that would be just a bad job by the Raiders because they're probably going to have to cut him because of his contract, so they're not even going to get a compensatory pick. So legitimately, even getting a fourth for him is a decent bit of business. I'm gonna say, you know what, Jamie G? Fuck them picks. He's going to the Rams. Why not? They pull it off this week. They need help at wide receiver. They've made these kind of deals before. I think Adams could talk himself into that. He's not moving very far from Vegas, staying out there on the West Coast. You got Matthew Stafford. He's going to have some other help when the other receivers get back. Why not? The Rams plus 4,000. Go big or go home, baby.
Hey man, I like it. I could see it happening, and it's you could do worse than playing with Matthew Stafford. We're gonna start out our picks here with our favorite wagers for the Week 5 night slate. These are our favorite non-prop wagers, but don't worry, we'll get to our props next. Just hang in there. That being said, I've been crushing these, so I wouldn't skip these. I'm gonna give it right from the top here, Mills. I got Dallas plus 3.5 at Pittsburgh, minus 110. It just doesn't feel like Pittsburgh's going to have the ability to blow anyone out. So, no matter what's going on with Dallas in a desperate spot that they are, I think that they have to, like, this game just is manufactured to keep it close. So, 100 cricket coins here. I'll take home 190 cricket coins, almost 191. That's pretty awesome. And then I got a little bit of an alternate spread here. New Orleans plus 7 at Kansas City. I don't know that Kansas City can beat them by more than a touchdown. I don't know that they can even win. So minus 148 there, 100 cricket coins to take home 167 cricket coins and 56 cricket cents.
Well, Jamie G, to paraphrase that, I'm not Kobayashi and not every word is choppy, but I think Dallas and Pittsburgh could get a little sloppy, which might end up being a little bit of a sneaky shootout. Give me Dallas and Pittsburgh over 46 points, plus 116 on the alternate total there. 100 coins to bring home 216. I think eventually they're just going to have to open it up a little bit. Justin Fields start running around. Dak starts whipping it down the field. If neither team can run the ball, they're going to have to put it in the air. That leads to more points. And like you, Jamie G, I'm going to go with an alternate spread in that Saints Kansas City game, but I have more fortitude than you. Give me the New Orleans Saints plus 3.5 at Kansas City, plus 116. So I'm getting the nice number there. Get the little bit of the key number over the touchdown with the 3.5. 100 coins to bring home 216. And finally, I'm going to stay in that game. Give me New Orleans at Kansas City under 41. Alternate total there, plus 114. 100 coins to bring home 214. Jamie G, I'm worried about the Chiefs offense now that they're missing the two focal points they began the season with.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And, if I tease it, I'll deliver because my tease. This is our top of the props, our favorite player, team, and game prop wagers for the night slate. Mills, as the current regional Nightcrawlers champion, you have the right to go first here.
I am the master of the minerals. I do have that going for me, which is nice. And I have a t-shirt which proves it. It's right there next to my donkey brain certificate that certifies that I do not have donkey brains, just to be clear. I also have a couple of favorite props here. Jamie G, give me Alvin Kamara, 60 plus rushing yards, plus 125. I am going to go with Kareem Hunt a little bit, but I'm not going to go too deep. Just going to stick my toe in here. 40 plus rushing yards for Kareem Hunt, plus 110. 100 coins to bring home 210. Patrick Mahomes has to throw it to somebody. Give me Travis Kelce, 60 plus receiving yards. That one's even money, plus 100. So double it up. 100 coins to bring home 200. We have Brandon Cooks out on the Dallas side of the ball. I think we're going to see former third round pick Jalen Tolbert step up a little bit there. Give me 40 plus receiving yards for Jalen Tolbert, plus 125. 100 coins to bring home 225. And finally, I think he keeps it rolling this week. He's very quietly a top 5 fantasy tight end on the season. Give me Pat Freiermuth over 35.5 receiving yards, plus 110 for the Muth at home. 100 coins to bring home 210. Jamie G, take us to the top of the props.
Smooth. Here I go. I've got three props for y'all this Sunday and Monday night. First off, they're really struggling. I know they got Kareem Hunt and everything, but I think they're going to try to get this guy involved in more than just the passing. Give me Xavier Worthy over 2.5 rush yards. This feels like easy money. I'm going to hit the easy button here. Minus 110, 100 cricket coins. I will take home 190 cricket coins and 91 cricket cents. Next up, I got Mills. You mentioned how are they going to take advantage of Dallas's atrocious run defense? Justin Fields. I got Justin Fields, 50 plus rushing yards, plus 110, 100 cricket coins to win, 210 cricket coins. And last, but certainly not least, it's going to be CD Lamb time. I think that you mentioned a little bit of a shootout. I think Dak's going to have to take the football and throw it, and he's going to throw it to CD Lamb over 6.5 receptions, plus 100 cricket coins to win 200 cricket coins. I know Pittsburgh's defense is good, but I think he's still going to be able to throw the football, and I think CD Lamb is going to catch it 6.5 times. Mills?
I hate Bruno. Don't make me root for the Cowboys, dude. It's always tough. I do love CeeDee Lamb as a player, but I do hate rooting for the Cowboys. Absolutely hate it.
Well, this has been fun so far, but I've got a single dollar burning a hole in my pocket, and I want to transform it into a whole bunch of dollars with one of our lottery ticket long shots. Play the Callaway because you know that we want lots and lots of money. This might not get you all the way there, but it's definitely going to be a good start. Mills, what are the rules?
Yeah, what are the rules? Who am I to tell you, when you get off? Sometimes you get there and you didn't even know it. It was happening the whole time. Just ask Brian LaFave. That's how it goes. We're definitely shooting for the long odds there. I would say we want at least plus 1,000, but I'd like to see bigger. And yes, I do understand we're doing phrasing, but Jamie G, I'm feeling it. We can max it out at 3 legs here. I think I'm going all the way. I'm doing a Jay-Z on his first album, going first, feeling it with a 3-leg single game parlay. I'm taking the alternate line here. Give me the New Orleans Saints minus 3.0, minus 3 points at the Chiefs, plus 295. Someone's got to score some points to do that. So give me Alvin Kamara, 2+ anytime touchdown scorer. That's plus 500. And then I've got Patrick Mahomes throwing over half of an interception, over 0.5 INTs. That's minus 125. So you're going to turn $1 into $17 plus 1,600. Not getting you that crazy, but I think all of these things could happen. If New Orleans is going to win this game, I feel very confident that this lotto ticket is going to cash, and then you can start turning that into even more money. Jamie G, who's on your ticket this week?
Yeah, I'm going to keep going to it until it hits. It hit week 1. It hasn't hit since, but I do think there's a chance it could hit this week. I've got my first leg here of my 3-leg single game parlay. Patrick Mahomes, 25 plus rushing yards, plus 170. Mahomes is a sneaky scrambler. I think he's going to struggle to find open receivers. You can only hit Kelsey so much. They're going to try to get Worthy involved, but I don't know that he'll always have the time to have those long developing plays go. I think the best thing he can do is take off, and I think he does it a couple times here. Gets to 25 rushing yards. That's plus 170. Let's make that happen. Speaking of which, I think Travis Kelsey is going to be his #1 target. He started to have a little bit of a resurgency last week. I think it continues into this week. They're going to need him. 65.5 receiving yards for Kelsey. That's plus 135. I really like that as a standalone, but I love it in this parlay. And then last but not least, CD Lamb. All right. He's going to get into the end zone twice, 2+ anytime touchdown score. That's plus 650 on its own. Combined here, we got plus 4,362. One singular dollar. We'll take home $44. That's, Mills, last I checked, and I am not a mathematician. That's good money.
That's pretty good money. I mean, you're relying on your guy CD to find the end zone twice, but other than that, I think you definitely could be onto something, man. The Chiefs are going to have a pretty focused offense this week because they're running out of options.
Well, never fear. Tripod time is here. We've devoted all of our time and resources into these 3-leg single game parlays designed to make your wallet so fat you can't even sit on it. Mills, send us on our way to a George Costanza-sized wallet. And yes, I'm sitting at an angle.
All right, first up on Sunday Night Football, Jamie G, we're going right up top with something you like, Justin Fields, 50 plus rushing yards. That's plus 110 on its own. We're going with one of my guys here, but I know you love him too, Pat Freiermuth, over 32 and a half receiving yards, minus 110. Very strong 2 legs with the Steelers there. Finally, we're getting a third leg in there, a Dallas leg. Maybe Dak's getting 3 touchdowns. We got Jalen Tolbert as an anytime touchdown scorer, plus 235. Sure, Lamb is more likely, but Tolbert has the much better number, and that's what we're looking for here when we have the little bit shorter odds on the first 2 legs. So you put those 3 together, we got plus 1,300. You turn $100 into $1,400. Like that one, even though I hate the Cowboys, I like money. Moving on to Monday Night Football, Jamie G's got to do the same kind of thing here. I had to deal with Dallas. He's got to deal with the Chiefs. Right now, we have New Orleans plus 5.5 points at the Chiefs. Maybe New Orleans wins it straight up. We don't need to win straight up here. Just be within 5.5. We've got Travis Kelce over 75.5 receiving yards. Somebody's got to do it. That's plus 210. He's basically Nino and G money over there. And then finally, Alvin Kamara over 87.5 rushing plus receiving yards, minus 115. We could have gotten greedy there. We're keeping it nice and easy. 87.5 yards. He can totally do that. You put those 3 together, you've got plus 800, so $100 to bring home 900. Not being as aggressive there, but once again, feel very confident about these. We're definitely positive money on the season so far on these. Knock on the proverbial virtual and real wood, trying to keep it up here. Feeling it. I want to see Dallas lose and make some money. You want to see Kansas City lose and make some money. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, those are what we call win-wins. And let's hope we hash on both those. I think that just about does it for this episode of Bet It, Bank It, Blow It. Anything else on the Week 5 night slate before we get out of here, Mills?
Not much, just congratulations. The buys are here. The injuries are starting to come fast and furious. And it's been one of the craziest first months as far as all the underdog upsets and everything like that. So I think the 2024 NFL season is officially underway now. Whatever grace period there was, it's over, man. We're in the thick of it now. We're in the muck. You need golf shoes to even try to traverse this.
Think he's saying shit just got real. Because it did. Thank you guys for checking out Bet It, Bank It, Blow It. We love doing this. We'll be here each and every week to hit you with our picks. We want to know yours. Best thing you can do is throw the thumb and subscribe to this bad boy so you don't miss a single thing we do. I also want to know who you're taking, who you got on these Sunday and Monday night games. Drop a comment below, or better yet, send me the slip, just the slip, all right, just to see how it looks. Send me those bet slips directly into my DMs, and we'll respond. Maybe I'll shoot you back my bet slips. Let's make some money together. Mills will let you know where you can find all of our stuff.
Yeah, so if you see text from JBG in your wife's phone asking for the slips, that's what he means. So don't worry about it. Don't let your mind go in the gutter. Everything is above board here. We're just gambling. Very, very wholesome, very, very American, just like Bet It, Bank It, Blow It. Thanks for checking out our show. We are presented by C's Gap Fantasy Football. You can find us wherever you get your pods and on YouTube, on social media at C's Gap FF. Same place on the internet, czgapff.com. Very simple and easy to remember, just like those flaps. Follow, like, and please subscribe. If you had fun, please remember to hit that thumb. I'm Magnum Mills. He's Jamie G. We can help you bet it. We can help you bank it, but blowing it is up to you.
Until next time, let the crystal keep you wet like Baywatch.
Nothing to do when the tension gets too thick for my sober mind to cut through. I get the zone in, me and the chick on the island and we're boning. I free my mind, sometimes I hear myself moaning. Take one more toke, then I leave that weed alone, man. It got me going, shit. Feeling it.